This is wild. True News Network.
Yeah. You fucked up now, nigga. Johnny.
Let me teach you how to terminate niggas on sight, little bitch. You would never be a G level. I don't care where you from or where you grew up, you would still get slapped with a tea kettle. You ain't smoking on shit, you ain't never been lit. I turn big smoke to a weed pebble. Stop talking about hits and that platinum shit, little hoe. You barely went sheet metal. Let's talk about how you got ran for your chain that was curled on the floor like a leaf petal. Let's talk about how you never grew up that hard and your mom always pushed you to be better. Let's talk about how your career fell off and the shit went straight through the meat shredder. I'm mad that I ever heard your music at all. If I didn't, I'd probably even sleep better. Hey, fuck this nigga, I'ma spray with it. Put a Glock 19 to his face with it. Always knew you was a bitch, you was raised with it. Now I know why your daddy okay with it. I should take your flag and burn that shit, give it back, then put you in the grave with it. How you gonna steal ASAP Rocky swag and fuck it all up and go gay with it? You started it. I ain't ducking.
Purple sky, the clouds are pink, and a river? This ain't the club no more.
Welcome.
And we are here. Let's go. Javante's team is back in the house, baby. I'm not sure if you guys can hear me, if there's an echo or anything going on right now, but this is the first time that I'm trying a stream like this. It's been a long time. And well, I can see all your comments. I can see comments. I can see my viewage. So this is pretty cool. This is going to be my setup on YouTube and possibly on TikTok if they approve me on TikTok. I put it through on TikTok too. So this is my new way. Now I have different ways of showing you guys news now. I can open different backgrounds and set up my life pretty much any way that I want to now and be able to give y'all better updates. And as y'all can see, I have my logo and everything on here now. So it's definitely way better than it was before. It's getting there. It's getting there. I still got a lot more to work on, like camera and, you know, qualities and stuff like that. But for the most part, this is the start here. So welcome to the channel. If y'all from my TikTok channel, y'all already know who I am, Javante the Reporter. If you're from my YouTube channel, I don't really have my name out there. It's more a True News Network, but yes, I am Javante. Javante the Reporter on TikTok, but also Javante the Journalist. You can also look me up as True News Network. Today we're going to be going through a couple of topics at the moment. First and foremost, most people know that there is a big beef going on between China and Japan right now. It's like becoming a really major flashpoint. Taiwan has just spent about $40 billion on their defense for next year, and they are really getting ready for an invasion from China. So on the other end, Japan said they would protect Taiwan. And this has prompted China to pretty much go after Japan in all types of ways, economically, which they cut off the seafood. They're cutting off travel. They don't even want their own people going to Japan. And on the other end, Japan is moving missiles closer to Taiwan to be able to defend Taiwan in case of, you know, of course, war with China. Now, ever since the Japanese prime minister made this statement, China has been way more keen into taking Taiwan. Taiwan is reporting that China's getting a lot more aggressive, which I knew was going to happen. You just brought a whole rival into this mess now. So this just turned into like a really, really big mess now. So that's one we're going to be talking about. The other is the peace deal between Ukraine and Russia. I'm not too sure if this deal was going to get accepted by Russia. Now, the first one did. It was a 28-point plan where Trump and Zelensky was trying to, well, Trump and Putin, sorry, the other one was trying to come up with a deal and force Ukraine to it. Now, with European pressure and, of course, Ukraine unwilling to give up land at the moment, they had to revise this deal. So Ukraine's going to have 90,000. Russia wanted them to have 600,000. So now they're going to have 900,000 troops. And they're going to be able to keep some of the land because they said they can't give up some land. And they're trying to find compromises. Now, I think this is a stall. I don't really think this is going to get accepted by Russia. And I felt that way at first, like when they announced the Russia side of the deal. I'm like, okay, are we only getting this side of the deal, or are we going to get a Ukraine side? And then now everything is switching, and they're like, oh wait, here's Ukraine's point. Now Russia, you got to accept this. And I'm like, so what happens if Russia don't? You know, so it's still a lot going on right now. Now, the big one I know people are here for is Venezuela. What is happening with Venezuela? Why haven't we attacked Venezuela yet? Right now, we have a military chief that is doing a bit of a tour down in the Caribbean. He has went to the Dominican Republic. He has went to Tobago and Trinidad, and he's pretty much meeting with our allies at the moment. If he's meeting with them, he's more than likely setting up a plan to either use their territories or to let them know what's coming to their territories. I believe they probably already did that already, but it makes sense that he's going down there before we launch our operation, tell them what the plan is, tell them, hey, what could happen on y'all territory, and kind of go from there. Venezuela is on high alert. They flew up like a bunch of F-16s yesterday as a warning to the United States. The day before, the United States sent a B-52 and like 5 F-18 Hornets down into the Caribbean, right off the coast of Venezuela, by the way. They literally skirted the coast of Venezuela. It was crazy. And we were following that all together, man. We're in pretty uncertain times, man. I'm not sure where this is going to go. All I know is World War III is here. A lot of channels are talking about it. A lot of news is talking about it. And I'm going to continue to give y'all, my input on this mess one way or the other. So with that being said, we do have things going on. So I'm going to get ready to move on to the next part, and we can actually start looking some of this stuff up. And I'll go back and forth. I'll make sure I can read these comments. Good morning, Michael. What's up, Curtis? Hey, Isaiah, and hey, Heather. Welcome in, all my family and team moderators and everybody. We love you here. You already know. I tried to do YouTube and TikTok at the same time. That's what I was trying to do. That's what took me so long. But I guess it takes up to a day for TikTok to approve me to go live on this app that I'm using right now. So I'm kind of I'm waiting on TikTok. So after this YouTube live, I'll go to TikTok and I'll actually give y'all sources. It won't look all beautiful like this because I ain't got that set up yet. It took me this long to figure this out for YouTube. So I was like, shit, I'm going to upgrade my channel. We gonna figure this out. And I spent the whole night trying to figure this out. So guys, show your boy some love, man. I'm trying to put all that work in for y'all. This is my team, man. I'll do anything for y'all. All right. With that being said, let me see if I can quickly turn this over to some things that we can actually look up and start talking about at the moment. Let me see if this will let me do this. It looks like it will. Oh, there we go. There we go. So, all right. I'm not sure if you guys can see. I can't really see your comments at the moment, but I think there's a way I might be able to do that too. So, this is a lot of the news today at the moment. I guess we can actually just look through it, huh? We can look it up together. It's not like I got to go one by one anymore. I can actually just look this stuff up with you guys. So Japan, China, that's the big one out. That's the first one that I talked about. Japanese premier is now vowing dialogue with China amid tensions. Well, the dialogue starts with you guys accepting that Taiwan is going to be part of China, which Japan is not willing to accept because that's going to be a threat to their national security anyway. But yesterday we did have a bit of a situation where there was a drone that flew right by the Senkaku Islands again. Oh, no, sorry. In this case, the Yanagani. This was right in between Japan and Taiwan. And they said this drone flew a little closer to Taiwan, and Japan was forced to deploy jets to basically intercept this drone. They didn't shoot it down or nothing. They more than likely just got it out of the area that of concern at the time. But this is one that was drawing pretty bad criticism from me. I'm like, hold on, what the heck is going on here? So Trump wades into China. Yeah, they trying to draw Trump into it. If y'all seeing articles about the Trump and China situation, both Japan and China Trump called Japan, and apparently Xi Jinping called Trump after that. So he talked to Japan first, and apparently on the Japanese side, they said that he reaffirmed his alliance with Japan. And on the other side, China is saying that, he made clear that he's going to stand with China for World War II because they stood hand in hand in World War II against Japan. So they're like, we're encouraging him to stand on the right side of history, and they're kind of dragging him back and forth at this moment. And Trump just hasn't really answered to it yet. Like, he hasn't really said anything. I think he's really trying to walk a tightrope, but he did kind of comment on the Japanese part. He has an alliance with Japan. They are committed to protect Japan if China does decide to attack, which will get us into a major war that we have not seen in modern day. And here's that part. Hong Kong President Donald Trump has spoken with the leaders of the United States ally Japan and rival superpower China amid peers escalating dispute over Taiwan. Trump's surprise call on Monday with his Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping was followed by a call with the Japanese Prime Minister Sanae Takachi, who angered China earlier this month with comments on the Beijing claimed island democracy, which Japan said they would come to their aid. So as y'all can see, there's been kind of heating up in that field when it comes to that. All right. Moving on. We also have a bit of a situation with the Taliban and Pakistan at the moment. There has been 10 people that was killed off the border yesterday. It was a big clash, and they said Pakistan had ended up doing strikes. Now, Pakistan is denying these strikes that apparently happened on Afghanistan, and the Taliban is saying that they are going to respond appropriately and pretty harshly in response to what Pakistan did. Now, they said the bombing killed 10 people, and this happened from a suicide bombing that happened on Pakistan's territory. So a little bit of tit for tat happening here, and this is expected to brew up as, tensions are getting high between the two, and there's no peace talks between the two. India and Pakistan are having issues too, but it's not as bad as Pakistan and Taliban. And it's really going to depend on what India is willing to do for Afghanistan, because Afghanistan's running to India now that Pakistan is cutting them off and trying to get help. And now India and the Taliban are trying to work together to cut the water off from Pakistan. So that's going to, bring major issues on that front. We don't want that. We don't want that, man. That can bring some really, really bad problems. So that's at least the latest on that part of it at the moment. And let me see if I could switch sides on this logo so it ain't over y'all comments. I'd rather it be over here on top of the breaking news or so. All right, there we go. That being said, let's go on to our next. I hear there was some strikes on Russia. Yesterday, there was some strikes back and forth between Russia and Ukraine. I have not been experienced enough, guys, like the other channels to be having what was I going to say? Everything set up already. I'm kind of still new to this. I'm still getting the hang of this, but hang with me. We're getting there. Hopefully this is good for the team. It's just new for me. That's why I'm doing all this apologizing and shit. Usually I'm like, oh, let's go. All right, let's continue on. So I'm gonna put strikes. So also teach you guys how to look some things up too. That's what I do every morning. Go through everywhere to see what the hell happened the night before. Oh yeah, we watched this video the other day. Drones and stuff. They're in the midst of everything at it, man. Like, whoa, it's getting real. But I think it was a cruise missile too. Like one of Ukraine's new missiles that was also being fired over there. There was a couple of different scenes, a couple of different reports on it, all over X, all over the media, of course. I don't verify anything unless it's already been verified. I ain't gonna say, hey, this is unconfirmed information, God, blah blah blah. You know, I'll tell y'all it's a rumor. Like some things, like if it's seeming more than likely, I'd be like, hey, this is a rumor that this happened, but that's about all you're gonna get out of me as far as things that don't.
Of attacks on Kyiv overnight, killing at least 6 people, and Ukrainian strikes on southern Russia killed at least 3, amid a renewed US push to end the nearly 4-year-long war. US President Donald Trump has been pressing for a resolution to the conflict through a proposed peace plan that would see Ukraine cede territory and limit the size of its military. Trump jolted Kyiv and European allies by initially demanding Ukraine sign the plan before Thanksgiving. US Secretary of State Marco Rubio said on Sunday more time.
I'm not sure if this is echoing on the mic or anything. Let me know in the comment section. Let me know how it sounds, guys. Let me know. Engage a little bit and let me know how this live is working for you guys. Are y'all hearing the video? Are y'all hearing me? Is everything connecting well? Is it running well? Just let me know so you know I'll be in better. Good morning, guys. Good morning, everybody. I see y'all. Good morning. Good morning, my team. I see y'all in here. Sounds great. Awesome. Good. I just wanted to make sure before I play these videos, I don't want no echoing or no weirdness. You know, I want this to be a nice, smooth live for you guys, especially for my first live like this. All right. You good. Cool. All right, let's continue on, y'all. Let's see what he says.
It was needed. US Army Secretary Dan Driscoll, who joined the US negotiating team less than 2 weeks ago, met Russian officials in Abu Dhabi for several hours on Tuesday. He is now heading the latest phase of talks over proposed peace terms. Later Tuesday, Europe's Coalition of the Willing, led by France and the UK, will meet to discuss the plan. While they view it as a step in the right direction, the leaders warn it must not allow Russia to resume hostilities later. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky could be visiting Washington in the coming days to meet Trump and discuss the deal. On Monday, Zelensky said progress was made during the talks between US and Ukrainian delegations in Geneva. Zelensky said the plan now takes many of the right elements into account and that the list of necessary steps to end the war can become doable. At home, Zelensky faces mounting pressure. A corruption scandal in the energy sector has triggered a rebellion among lawmakers in his own party, while regular power outages resulting from Russian bombardment have caused anger among the country's public.
Okay, so we have them really having some problems over there, trying to settle down this war at the moment. Now they're saying there's a lot of progress, but they keep talking about these small things that they keep having problems with, which are big things. It's the territorial disputes. You can't call that small. Ukraine has their own country. You know, they're not going to just give me a second. They're not just going to allow Russia to come in and pretty much that land, you know. I mean, they letting them, you know what I mean, with the invasion. But what I mean is they're not just going to give up land to Russia. Like they did that before, and then they see what happened again, that now more land is getting tossed over. So they're not going to just peacefully do that. That's why Zelensky's pushing for that. His camp, his government's even saying, no, you can't do that, bro. You can't give up land. So that's going to be the hard, like, part of all this is the land concessions. The other thing is the NATO membership. Russia doesn't want Ukraine to have NATO membership. Ukraine in this new peace proposal saying that they want NATO membership. They're not going to ever get rid of their NATO membership or their inspiration for NATO. At first, in the 28, Trump forced them out of that. But after negotiations with Europe and Ukraine, now that has changed again. So just another problem there. But besides that, there can be something worked out. You know, I'm trying to have some kind of faith, but I just know it's too much going on right now. And there's too many fronts, way too many fronts open for us to just have some peaceful way out of this. So I got to look at it at a realistic, you know, point of view right now. It ain't easy. It ain't easy. Okay. Now we can kind of go back here and I want to see if there's anything. Oh my gosh. I did not see that. A massive explosion just happened. Where? Where's this? I see Hong Kong. I see Hong Kong's earlier. Oh, guys, I guess we should look into this together, huh? Let me stop being stingy. Let's look into this together. Okay, here we go.
Allah. Allah.
Whoa, that's a big explosion, bro.
عاد مسبح الوري. عاد مسبح الوري. يا لطيف.
Wow, hold on. I might have hit that one a little. What's this? Is these just pictures? Yeah. Oh man. Hold on. What was that one I just saw in China? Not China, Hong Kong. Resident. Ooh, that is ugly. Yeah, weird stuff going on around the world, man, for real. Nope. So that's what's going on in China or Hong Kong. I keep calling it fucking China. Hong Kong, man, Hong Kong. Oh, crazy. Okay. Ukraine. Oh, is this the one that they did in Russia last night? This is the one I was looking for earlier. That's one shot. These ones. It's another angle. And probably another hit somewhere else. Another. Man, that's probably the clearest one right there. Sheesh. Okay. Then, hold on. China released this video. I know I put it on my TikTok, but I didn't put it on my YouTube yet. China released this video as a warning to Japan and the United States as there's a bit of a standoff right now. And they threaten to use these hypersonic missiles on Japan. And this is the video right here. Pretty advanced shit here that they're unveiling. And they're giving it to a commercial. As you can see, it can protect aircraft carriers around here. They can work its way around. More than likely strike. But this ain't for them. This is for someone else. Y'all about to see here. Mach 5.7 speed of power. And of course, it wouldn't be China unless they show who they're threatening. Japan, of course. Damn, right on target. And this is what an arms race in World War III looks like, especially in modern day time. A lot of promoting what they each other got, a lot of flexing and show of force and show of strength, and then you got shit like this. So, I mean, China is not playing around with Japan. It's pretty obvious they're not playing around. They're getting pretty serious. And this ain't gonna be the last thing they unveil. This ain't gonna be the last warning. This is just the beginning. Fields the only air-launched nuclear hypersonic missile with 8,000 kilometers. Wait, what?
This video, we break down what makes China has unveiled a 5,000-mile missile that analysts say stands alone as the world's only long-range nuclear hypersonic system, an achievement no other nation has reached. In this video, we break down what makes the JL-1 so extraordinary, how experts uncovered its hidden capabilities, and why its flight performance opens a completely new chapter in high-speed aerospace innovation. The moment China presented the JL-1 publicly, the global aerospace community immediately understood this wasn't just another missile announcement. It was a declaration of a new capability. China identified the JL-1 as its first nuclear-capable air-launched ballistic missile, a role its Air Force had never officially taken before. This single confirmation placed the PLAF firmly inside China's strategic deterrent structure for the first time. What made the reveal especially fascinating was how analysts recognized the system. For years, Western intelligence had followed a mysterious missile program referred to as X-13. Images from Neixiang Air Base showed tests of an unusually large air-launched weapon attached to a reinforced H-6N bomber. Its elongated shape, estimated at around 15 meters, didn't match cruise missiles or standard ballistic systems. When the missile appeared in the 2025 Victory Day parade, its identity became clear. This was the long-suspected platform. China's publications then added an unexpected twist. They described the JL-1 as the world's only long-range nuclear hypersonic missile, highlighting a feature no other country openly fields. The stated reach of roughly 8,000 kilometers, about 5,000 miles, paired with hypersonic performance created a capability category that simply didn't exist elsewhere. While the United States and Russia have long-range nuclear cruise missiles, neither has a nuclear hypersonic air-launch system with this range. This reveal also clarified China's broader strategy. The country tends to—
Heck no, and this is who y'all trying to fight? This is who y'all trying to fight, bro? Oh, y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. They said this is unmatched. Like, nobody else got this. I know the United States just made the Dark Eagle, which they are deploying over to Germany. And this is supposed to be like our version of a hypersonic missile. And then Russia, of course, been making all types of hypersonics now. But I think they're talking about when they first unveiled. Oh, wait, this is air. It's an air launch missile. So, damn.
Unveil groundbreaking systems during symbolic events, major anniversaries, parades, or national milestones. Placing the JL-1 alongside stealth fighter displays and upgraded aerospace technologies emphasize that this missile represents more than hardware. It's a milestone marking China's shift toward precision, mobility, and advanced aerospace engineering. What this section establishes is simple. The JL-1's existence marks a major structural change in China's strategic toolkit. It is the Air Force's first true entry into high-end strategic capability, and its public reveal immediately drew widespread attention because nothing in the current global arsenal mirrors its combination of range, speed, and delivery method.
Okay, that could be good. All right. So that's good on that. Sorry about that. I was trying to make sure I'm checking my phone too, just in case we have any donors for today. Okay, so yeah, China making all these weapons, man. People calling them weak. These weapons don't work. They're outdated. Nobody know. I'm like, come on, man. Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. Y'all can't be going with the media. China's been displaying these weapons, different weapons, hypersonics, nuclear weapons, submarines, new aircraft carriers. Like they're really advancing, man. I know they do it at a fast pace, and so a lot of people assume that they're generic. Well, also they also copy a lot of our shit too. So that's another thing that, you know, Americans, of course, are going to be mad about that. Like, hey, that's our shit. Hey, you designed that off of us. You know, I get that. I get that. But this ain't designed off of nothing. This their own weapon right here. 8,000. Shit. 5,000. Man, y'all tripping. Y'all better leave China alone. And Japan, y'all want to pick a fight with them? Y'all sure that's a good idea? Do y'all have hypersonics? I know Japan, like, y'all got hypersonics? Y'all supposed to be working on some. Possible hypersonic aircraft takes flight in China. Oh, is this that one they were talking about that was possibly holding that missile? Wow. Damn. Y'all seen that? That was it grinding against the dome. I'm just playing. That's for my flat earthers. I couldn't help myself. I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself. Okay. All right. Ukraine accepts the U.S. peace plan but rejects 3 key conditions. Okay, so what's these conditions? These conditions include limiting the size of its army, abandoning NATO membership, and making territorial concessions. So that's just what I told y'all earlier. The clause on Ukraine not joining NATO is absolutely unacceptable, according to CNN source. In this way, Russia is attempting to interfere in the internal affairs of the alliance, an organization it is not a member of. So basically saying, hey, you're not even a member of NATO. How can you even say who can and cannot be, you know, in this alliance? How can you say who's going to join, who's not going to join? It makes no sense. So NATO, and that's why they always say NATO will decide, not Russia. But NATO has been deciding because the United States leads NATO. So if the United States say Ukraine can't join NATO, in a way, that's kind of a NATO member. And some articles will say, hey, NATO said Ukraine can't join. But the others, you know, the UK, France, Germany, Poland, and all of them, they support Ukraine joining NATO. So, you know, it's a little bit of a split. That's a split off. That's when you realize that your alliance is a little divided. Some of y'all want war with Russia by letting Ukraine into NATO. Some of y'all don't want war with Russia by letting Ukraine in, not letting Ukraine in. So YouTube live different. Yeah, I did this. I'm trying a new setup, man. I'm trying a new setup. As far as my YouTube live, TikTok, I have to get approved on this type of a platform for TikTok. But that is going to be my next go-to, is to start doing this on TikTok too, and going through airplane activity and everything this way. People been asking me about this podcast and been asking me about doing something. So I'm about to start getting the layout together. This is my last month in this place. And then if everything goes well this month and through December, January, I'll be in a whole new one where I'll be able to literally redo everything. Like I'm going to have a nice blue background. I'm going to have a lava lamp. I have a little bit of lights in the, like I have a setup so good in mind. I'm not even playing. I've been looking around at other podcasts and trying to get a vibe of what I want to do with mine, you know? So I think I got the perfect idea for our World War III news over here. True News Network. Let's go. Woo. All right. That being said, let's go ahead to the next one real quick. I am sorry for the pauses. I'm so used to having everything pre-prepared with a background. I always have my green screen with me, so I'm so used to doing the green screen thing. Other just sitting here. Did y'all see that eruption in Ethiopia? This thing is looking pretty. Korea I would never go to. You got me messed up. I'm already. Nope. Oh, do they only got the picture? Or is it look at this. Mother Earth is getting wild, man. He said, you know what? Y'all want to mess me up? It's not for me to lay some shit out on y'all. Take this shit. Like, damn. Mother Earth, how long you been holding that in, man? Golly. We saw it, man. We saw it. You see, that shit was brown, too. Look at that. That shit was brown. Oh, yeah, she blew the cap off of that, bro. Ooh, wait, no more Taco Bell or Chipotle for you, mama. Oh, man. But, yeah, that was the view from now. I think that's the only two that they have. There's some other, like, pictures and shit like that, but those were the real, like, main ones. Okay. I think they said it even reached off to Japan, which is crazy, bro. That's crazy. Okay, I wonder if we can see these airstrikes. Pakistan, Taliban airstrike. I'm going to just say strike. Maybe that'll come up. I wonder if they have. So this is the last one. Is this the last strike that they did before this? And that was on October the 11th. What did? Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that was that day. I want to know. Yeah, okay, they do got it. Okay.
حالات خراب يلا بخير
And why y'all gotta be crazy like that? Why y'all gotta be blowing everybody's ish up? Like, come on, man. What are y'all doing, bruh? Was this another strike from them? Carried out a precision strike against the TTP. Oh, wow. Oh, shoot. Man, see, this is what takes me so long to make videos, bro. I be wanting to put everything in one video, especially on TikTok. I be wanting to put every freaking thing in one video. And I'll sit here and make a 5-minute, 4-minute long video. Y'all don't even be knowing why, man, because I be having all these articles and videos that I be wanting to release. But I started going more with the articles because it takes me time to edit like videos like this and then put them in to fit in, you know, what I'm trying to explain through my video. And then TikTok will just shadow ban it and give me like 1,000 views. But then I'll go on my green screen and go quick through it and they'll give me like 40,000 to 100,000. I'm like, dude, I'd rather give them a detailed description than you know, a quick run through, you know, because then people got more to go off of. They got a visual and they got a source. But yep, TikTok don't like us that well. They don't like us creators, man. They ain't fucking with us. What's up, Bad Wolf? How you doing, man? How you doing? How you doing? But geez, I didn't even know it was this bad over here. So they got quite the issues going on there. Pakistan conducted. Okay. So that was the only one from this. That one that we saw that was literally on the 25th. Or 24th. It might have been 24th. All right. These airstrikes. Who did the airstrikes? Was it Israel? Massive explosion just ripped through an ammo depot in Idlib, northwest Syria, after airstrikes. Okay. Also know that Israel just ran. I'm gonna put West Bank. I'm kind of scared about this one though because I don't want to run into an article or something graphic. I am on YouTube, so it's a little more safe than TikTok. TikTok will try to ban your whole account. What? Not the rain brought down a section of Israel's separation wall in the West Bank. End of the apartheid. This is a sign. Oh boy. So it took down one of the walls right off the border with the West Bank. Right after Israel decided to run their operation, huh? Israel's advancing plans for a new illegal settlement on the former Kwalandia airport site in the occupied West Bank. The project would house over 50,000 settlers and further isolate the Palestinian communities. Wow. Ooh-wee. That is not good. That is not good. All right. I want to make sure ain't nothing else breaking like at the moment that I need to talk about. Ukraine just received $5 billion in weapons. Is going to receive $5 billion in weapons by the end of the year under the Pearl program. I think that's the program where NATO buys weapons from the United States and sends them to Ukraine. So, wow. Root emphasized that in addition to the Pearl mechanism, and we're supposed to be thinking that they're going to come up with a peace deal when y'all doing stuff like this. And like just yesterday, y'all changed the plans on the peace deal. And then Ukraine, the UK. Then the UK come out and say, yeah, after the ceasefire, we're definitely going to be sending in troops. We're ready to send our troops in to defend Ukraine. Like, what? Defend Ukraine for what? It's supposed to be a whole peace deal. Like, y'all still thinking about war. Oh, man, that don't make no sense, man. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense to me, man. This really feel like stalling. But so far, there is a Czech initiative for ammunition efforts by Lithuania and Denmark to purchase defense equipment from Ukraine, and European countries will also continue supplying weapons from their own stockpiles. According to NATO Secretary General, Ukraine receives approximately $1 billion in military aid per month under this program. Wow. So Ukraine's going to be good for life as long, 13 dead and dozens injured in this. Who took this picture, bro? Who took this picture? Come on, man. You could have just got this part in there, man. Why we had to see all that? I don't know, man. I don't know. This ain't the channel for it. I usually go on my TikTok, but nah, that wasn't it, man. Whoever took that photo, that wasn't it. I agree. Yeah, they more than likely, if they keep going at this rate, so many of their countries have been saying they've been depleted. You feel me? Like they had to up the production. They're doing all these joint productions with Ukraine and stuff now. But yeah, they've been saying that they're going to deplete. I know the US say we're depleted of everything. I think we just don't want to send Ukraine with aid no more. But they want to leave that to Europe. Trump optimistic about a peace proposal. Okay, let me see what Trump's eyes are at.
Gary, used car shopping can't hurt you.
Yeah.
Well, what if I overpay?
Can't even block this out on here.
President Trump says only a few points of disagreement remain on a possible deal to end the war between Russia and Ukraine, with a U.S. official telling CBS News yesterday that Ukraine's government had agreed to a peace proposal in principle. Mr. Trump discussed the negotiations last night on Air Force One.
We're having some talks with Russia. Ukraine is doing well. I think they're pretty happy about it. They'd like to see it end. And we won't know for a little while, but we're making progress.
Meanwhile,
that's all I need to hear right there. We won't know for a little while. So there's key things that I know that Trump said right off the rip. One of those key things was that Ukraine and Putin and Trump are not going to meet until there is actually a final signature for the peace deal. But he said that was going to be a long ways away. but I thought they were trying to rush it. So what's like once again, what's going on here? You know, so it really depends on Russia at this point. Really, it depends on Ukraine. I mean, they got a deal. It's just whose deal they're going to go with, and it don't seem like there's no middle. I don't think Russia's willing to take half the land and let Ukraine keep half the land. It don't seem like they're trying to negotiate like that. It's like, no, we meeting our goals or we're not negotiating. Basically, we going to finish our special military operation, or that's what I feel like, Jamie. I feel the same way. That this is more of a regroup than a ceasefire at the moment. I feel like a ceasefire won't even last long, and they're just trying to pump Ukraine up so they'll be in a better position in round 2. None of this is going to be good for Russia. I don't think none of them, no, this ain't going to be good for Russia. You think Russia wants all of Ukraine? I don't even think Russia wants Ukraine. If y'all want me to be real, I just think Russia wants Ukraine away from Western influence. I don't think they want Ukraine. I don't think they want to occupy all their people and put them down the hellholes. I think they're just trying to save them from Western democracy. If, that's in the eyes of the Russians, of course. As far as the other end, what NATO wants with Ukraine, that kind of came out when Ukraine started talking about rare earths. Everybody started to, hey, we need them rare. Hey, we need them too. We need them too. We were helping you, Ukraine. Like, that's what y'all were helping them for. Y'all trying to get something out of this? Well, Ukraine's getting a lot out of this too, so I don't blame them. I don't blame them. Ukraine's getting billions and billions and billions of equipment out of this. Not really dollars anymore, but equipment. But we gonna see very soon if they're serious about this whole piece. All I do know is the news been reporting that Ukraine is running out of soldiers. They're starting to have big complications, but at the same time, they're making breakthroughs with their hits on Russia. Russia's air defenses are not proven to be perfect at all, at all. Ukraine has plant after plant after plant, refinery after refinery after refinery, and now they seem to be open game all across Russia, which once again is not good for the peace deal. Y'all sitting here talking peace, and now y'all trying to squeeze every little attack y'all can on each other, and it's just gonna escalate. One of y'all gonna hit the wrong thing, and this is just gonna blow off really fast. Hopefully not. Hopefully all sides show calm, and we can get through this peacefully, man. On one more thing I want to show on here before I do get off of here. There was one more front that we have yet to look up on. I think Venezuela. Okay, so let's see if we got any updates on Venezuela. America's first Operation Southern Spear is bigger than just Venezuela. We kind of figured that. They said around the Caribbean, so that means Venezuela isn't the only country we're going at. U.S. policy in Venezuela is driven by oil, not a drug fight, says the Colombian president. Yeah, one of the Senate members kind of snuck that out. I think there was a Senate member that snuck that out and said it's all about the oil and it's going to be so good for our companies and this whole mess. I'm like, wow. Doesn't Ukraine also have the F-16s? Yep, they have the F-16s. They're getting ready to get the Gripen. I think over 100 Gripen from Sweden. And they're getting ready to get Mirage up to 100 Mirage from France. So they're getting pretty pumped up on the fighter jets and stuff. They might get some more F-16s too. And can't rule out that Germany said they're going to send some kind of long-range missiles. If it's anything that I think it is, because remember, they said they'll never tell if they'll give Ukraine the tourist missiles. It might be the tourist missiles. And if it is the tourist missiles, that's going to get Germany and Russia back into their rivalry. Russia was already pissed when German tanks was on their soil. It's going to be different with German missiles landing on their soil. You feel me? World War II coming right back. We got Japan and China. We got Russia and Germany and Europe, of course, all split on this. And then we got Venezuela, which wasn't really that big of a deal in the World War, but we got new fronts brewing up, different fronts, different standoffs than we're used to. Too many standoffs at that. And we're just trying to influence all these countries to turn against who they're used to being with and coming to this side. Or, oh, no, stay on our side. Nah, we'd rather go to that side. Like, everybody's picking sides. Everybody's picking sides. And we all see it. We all see it, man. But let me get this last one out the way. And we can kind of go on Venezuela at the moment. I want to just kind of look at the latest news and see if there's anything worth talking about today, now that the military chief has met with those countries. America first, scars loom over Trump's Venezuela campaign. Yeah, I know. Defiant Maduro rallies Venezuela for a U.S. war. Okay, yeah, I think he said Venezuela or the U.S. will fail in their war against Venezuela or something like that. President Nicolas Maduro escalated his confrontation with the United States, rallying tens of thousands of supporters across Caracas as he framed the moment as hysteric battle for national survival. A sword and dressed in camouflage fatigues. Maduro said, "We must be ready to defend every inch of this blessed land from imperialist threat or aggression, no matter where it comes from." Tuesday's show of force unfolded as tensions with President Donald Trump's administration reached their highest point in years, fueled by the new U.S. designations, military deployments, and spiraling accusations between Washington and Caracas. Wow. Don't think that's going to get any better anytime soon at the moment. And I'm just kind of wanting to see Cuba condemns aggressive U.S. stance against Venezuela. I thought Cuba was with us. Didn't someone say yesterday that Cuba said they were going to help take out Maduro? If Maduro tried to run, they was going to take him out. Like, nah, bruh. I know what side Cuba's on. I also know another country that's trying to build up in Cuba. Okay, as tensions ramp up in Venezuela, here's what can happen in Mexico. Mexico brought into this. Iran accuses U.S. of bullying Venezuela with anti-drug campaign. I know Iran said they were going to help them too. So did China. Said they were going to do a lot more to try to help Venezuela. And actually, Venezuela, China, they got letters from Putin and Xi Jinping on the... Yep, Xi Jinping pledges support for Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. Chinese president urges respect for Venezuela's sovereignty, warned against foreign interference as the U.S. ramps up military activity. Reported by The Star, not the Daily Star, The Star. Yeah, I'm not paying for this, bro. I'm poor and nobody got money to be spending on articles. Defensive battle cry as U.S. intensifies Venezuela. Yeah. They're going to be going in. But like I said, the chief did meet with Trinidad and Tobago. We got just too much going on at the moment, y'all. Too much. But I wanted to at least get my first YouTube live this long and actually be able to go through this stuff with you guys. Now I'm going to cut this one in half and head over to my TikTok account. And I guess I'll do what I do on my TikTok for the moment. This is live at the moment. I should have said that because now when I save this video, everybody's going to think it's live at this point. But, right, if you're in right now and you're commenting in that live comment, I'm here. So if you got any questions, concerns for me as we're live, go ahead and ask them for me. Hopefully audio, visuals, everything was good. Hopefully I like the new layout. What y'all think about the logo? Should I keep it on this side or should I put it over on this side? I put it on that side so I can read y'all comments a little better, but I don't mind either way. Definitely got everything down here if you ever want to donate, or if y'all want breaking news, I'm going to start posting it down here for my YouTube lives. giving a brief topic of what we're going to be talking about. All right. Happy 14 p.m. as live everywhere. Okay, so you're in the UK. Yep. For me, at this point, it is 9:14 a.m. Eastern time. That's what time I'm about to be close to ending the live at. So if y'all end at any point after that, I'm more than likely ain't here. Everything looks good to me. Awesome. Awesome. Yep, I got an intro. I got to get an outro. Maybe that's what I'll make on Sora today. I'll make an outro for my live. So I got an intro for my live. So now I got to make an outro. I'll make a more kid-friendly one, but this one, I just like it right for now. I don't know. It fits Jay, bro. But thank y'all for coming through, y'all. Y'all came in clutch. Thank you, moderators that's in here. Thank you, my UK peeps and everybody around. We were able to get 12 people in this live. That's better than some people can even get on their first self ever. So we're going to get it back to a hundo. We just ain't been live here in a minute. And I got a lot of entertainment people that watch my entertainment videos. So they're probably like, what the heck, man? But yeah, man, this has been the latest, guys. I hope y'all have an amazing day. And remember our golden rule: love, unity, and peaceful life. On top of that, preparedness and awareness. Don't be scared. Be prepared and stay aware. Come over to my TikTok channel, Javante the Journalist. We'll be doing the rest of the live there, where I'll be going on the green screen of everything I've been saving all night. So I'll see y'all there, and much love.